I want to thank you for joining me. I'm Karen lucyk McDonald, and I'm happy to be here today to present with you one of my favorite options here in using some of the new technology developed by Ryan Williams. We're at Insight Health Apps today, and we're going to be taking a look at some of the new technologies. This is something that I use for my clients inside and out. And the inside is getting insight into your health. The health is looking at your genetics and what we're looking at of trying to get back into balance. So one of the ones I'm going to focus on today is something called the ODYSSEY. The ODYSSEY is an amazing technology. I want you to take a look at that. I'm going to leave the links below. If you forget mine, it's okay. There's Insight Health Apps, and then there's my site, Karen lucyk McDonald. So I'm going to put those below in there for you. And I want you to take a look at this because it's very inexpensive but effective technology. A lot of this stuff where you had PEMF and different beds and biomats that ran anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000, $5,000 and up. Some of the technology is interfaced now because we can actually utilize different types of modalities to actually improve your health. One of the things you're seeing here with the Insight Health Apps, it's going to cover all these different areas from nutrition to detoxing, hormones, sleeping, brain fog, mold, fungus, all sorts of things. And I've used a lot of it with people here. So this is the actual kind of technology I want you to take a look at. You can get actually trained for free. You can actually do a 5-day free trial at this particular site. So I want you to go there. And if you have questions, please phone in and call, because a lot of these different apps now, because in order to get them free to you, will say untrusted, and untrusted means manual override. Doesn't mean that it's not safe. It means manual override. So if there's issues, please do call in, because we're more than happy to help you here. So we have some of the different technologies here, and this ODYSSEY is going to be outfitted. It can basically go on the phone, iPad, or iTablet, not on a PC, guys. So we're going to go into the guts of this. I'm going to show you what we have available here for stimulating, what we can do, and whereabouts to get this, because it is amazing. So in here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you something that what I've done is to interface it onto my actual iPad. And this is very, very cool, because then you can see what we're going to be doing, because from here we can go in and you will see how simple this is to do. Absolutely amazing. So it only takes seconds to assess you. Now, the difference with this is we can actually run things with actual what you call bracelets, iPads, or sensors. These are biosensors. So if you want, you can always go ahead and get the higher tech stuff. But nonetheless, I'm sure we all have somewhat. Do you have earbuds? I do. These will help. And of course, the old-fashioned earmuff styles. I love these because you can use them on you or around a glass of water, you guys. So remember, you can put it for you or around an organ. Let's say if I had a sore throat or a sore knee or something. But of course, you can simply, it's more effective to be on you and touching you, creating the waves like an ultrasound. So it's like a skin and an ultrasonic built all in the same time. So here we go. Let's take a look how simple it is. Are you ready? Okay, so once you download it, you put in your name, and then you put in a password, and you create so that we can give it to you for 5 days for free here. Now, the next thing we're going to do, of course, is hit record, because we are going to use our voice. Our voice is so powerful. It can be actually even more effective, or just as effective as doing something like a actual sensor or electrode. So here we go. You see there's only a couple buttons, and this is the no-brainer, seriously. So we're going to hit record here. I'm going to speak the vowels, and I like to go A-E-I-O-U. You could use your ID. I'm Karen lucyk McDonald. I have an issue today, which is a correction. I've actually injured my foot. So thank you very much. And so again, this is you doing your own command. Okay, so the power is in the intent and in the voice. So it's scanning our voice here, isn't it? And those are one of the things that we want to go into, because this is absolutely amazing. So here we go. We hit one more button. I'm going to hit the button here, just like you see here on the screen. It says next. So once we come to the next different one, what we're going to see is all these different categories. Okay, so we have nutrition, we have brain pain, we have rebooting, we have inner terrain, We have breathing, chest, lung, heart. You can go into a nice deep sleep, relaxation, getting into meditative states, promoting delta waves, all sorts of stuff, getting more focused, less brain fog, improving the cognition that we have. Of course, we've all been exposed to all sorts of things in the environment, and that could be fungus to mold and all sorts of other things. So let's take a look. Once we come out of the womb, which we're gestating, well, I think we're actually dying to be in our mother's womb in that little protective bubble, and that's called the art of digestion. We're on our own after we lose the cord there with mom. And so what happens here is the digestion is a really powerful thing I'll go into. We have hormones and well-being. So starting at the bottom, because we're here, let's go in and expand this. So once we expand this, you're going to see a whole variety of different things open up. And now we can go into relaxation. So you could actually really just set the Odyssey, start it, and it will start playing. So you'll see the time that is correlated with that. And again, if you want to hit one or you can hit multiple ones, you can just play. So there we go. It's playing. We have some very basic sound waves going on, and you can listen to that and see if it's relaxation. You can do it mute and just let the waves go through as well. So as long as it's on very, very little, it will work. The other option here, let's look at one of my favorite ones here is called the Detox, Music to Detox by. Now what we have here is an expansion. Again, you're going to see how it actually expands right up. And when you expand right up here, you can select however you want, airway breathing, circulation, brain fog, emotions, digestion, hormone systems, all sorts of things, karma, heavy metals, microbiology, or just get our senses back in. And again, one button called Start the Odyssey. So what you're doing is you're creating a playlist. And again, it can be as loud as you want. Or, as I said, we've got playlist here for you. And those are your What's the other option we're going to do? We're going to talk about the new PEMF. So what we can do is actually interface it with this kind of technology. Some of these PEMF mats are sometimes anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 and up. This is a very simple device. It's several $100s. You can interface it then. So you're not just doing the sound and solfeggio tones and hemisync, biosync for brain resetting. What you're doing is you're going to start using this and it will interface. So this is a bracelet that can be taken apart. You can put it wherever you want on the different areas of concern. Or again, here you can wear it like a bracelet. Or when I broke my ankle last week, what I did is I used it on the ankle that sat there for 24 hours. The beautiful thing about this is once you are within 30 to 50 feet of this will work the entire time. So what happens is a lot of times here's Karen Secret going shopping with people in the public. I would put this into my case, like my big enlarged purse, and then I would hit this, and then I would create this energy field. It's like being a superhero, right? You would have that up here. So those are some of the things I could suggest you could go to. So I want you to take a look at this because this is amazing technology. And it's available. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you again just one of the places you can look at if you want a little bit more information. I'll put the links in below. So let's take a look at that. And one of the things is when you want to go into the Odyssey, one of the best places to go into will be at YouTube. So YouTube is here. Here we go, guys. I think I matched my background today. Anyway, what we're looking at here is the Odyssey, and I've gone to the Odyssey tutorial in here. So as I said, you can take a look at this and pick one of the apps. As you can see, look at the multitude of apps that we have available. We have water, we have fractals, we have like the recoding for different things here, relationships, just the rife, all of a sudden words, intentions, motivation. And again, this is putting the Odyssey together. So again, you get a 5-day free trial to experience this. And I find you can put it on at night and leave your device plugged in, and it will be actually creating an energy, positive field around you, like your own little intentional bubble. So once you get your name, the email, and your password set up, you're ready to start going. And again, this is a very affordable app. These are not the $3,000 to $4,000 that you'll see on the market. because what you can use instead of holding different rods is, as I said, we have bracelets or just use your headphones. That is more than sufficient to be going through this. So once you got your account or whatever, your profile basically set up, and you get that going and then enter it in, you'll get a password, and then the app will be sent to you. Again, remember, a lot of these things like the Genius may say entrusted, and that just means manual override. So again, as I did, you're going to repeat those vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and off you go. So again, organ stimulation, whatever you want to go into, there is so much stuff for you to use. And in here, do not hesitate to call, because we have a 1-800 number there, or we've got an email at admin@INSIGHTHEALTHAPPS, because again, those are some of the things that if you need a little bit of assistance, we also have a private website called I Love My Genius, or if you're on Facebook or Telegram, please join us there. There are more than enough. We have thousands of people just dying to give you their opinion, I'm sure. So those are one of the things we can set into motion for you, because I'm sure you'll enjoy it there. And so one of the other options here, if you want to take a look, I'm happy to get a hold of you. I'll give you my contact information now as well. And you can reach me. This will also be called the Possibility Wave. So here we go. I'm at my particular site here, which is geniusbalancing.com/my site/Karen Lucyk McDonald. My email here is up here, and just in case you forget it, it's called klanmother13@gmail.com. And please make sure you put a K there. Klan is with a K in the assistance. And any of the information. So we talk a little bit more about biofeedback, what it is, how you can listen to your inner self, how we can do actually remote sessions here. So if you'd prefer to actually play with it a little bit here, the services that we provide is having actually some of us, and it's not just doing biofeedback, I tend to do consults with my clients too. You can contact us. We have it set up here for your email and comments, whatever you have. Also, if it's something that you'd prefer to go into, you can also download the upline of this, which is called the Genius app as well. And so this is a little bit more fun. This is the more professional one. And I'll just maybe briefly show you what that is as well, because I mean, how much fun can you possibly have on here? It's pretty exciting. So I'm going to go in and I'll just show you just a brief thing of the other one that you can look at. And the reason why is because there are many different things here that people have never, ever experienced here. And one of the things, as we go into these different modalities that we have available here, until you've tried it, you don't know. Like, have the experience. I've had people that have just done sessions for an hour, and all of a sudden they don't know what it is. That night they started sleeping, or someone has downloaded it, and a lot of their issues in the tissues have started decreasing. It's not always a silver bullet, but it's the start in the right direction. So in order to take down for certain things like candida, yeast, funguses, different worms and stuff, you can't just zap it in a minute or an hour. You might need to isolate that particular pathogen or parasite for sometimes half an hour. It's called zapping. And so this is an upgrade to the Holder clock zap. So what you can see is we actually can take your picture. And I'm just going to show you a fun one we just did. I just taught with Michelle Martin at our I Love Our Genius group. And that's on Telegram, our quantum chit chat. So if you're looking for me there, I'm there. But we also have our quantum chit chat. And we're going to see what happened here. So we actually put our voices in, and we did it as a group healing. And so that's the other thing too. You can do yourself, the pets, the land, the water, or do your house. And so you can see the incredible healing and energy. We went from the beginning of the session to the end. And this is something that we could actually always export to someone, a session. So if it's something you're interested in, just seeing what your auric field, or if you're following people like Sabrina Wallace these days, you'll know what the biofield is all about. If you don't know about that group Synergy, please do. PSINERGY. Synergy is on Odyssey, that server, and also on Telegram. So again, just to show you quickly, these are the kind of options you can look and see if there's any spinal impairments, and is there something that you can do to start actually putting these on and creating some healing. So this is other options that we have here. If you'd like to know what herb you need, it's instead of muscle testing, in case there's any confusion people are having with kinesiology and muscle testing these days because of the interference with the 5 and 6G. We can look at chakra and see if they're aligned or not. You can go into our traditional medical system, which is what I like to call going into TCM, but what you would call the acupuncture points and meridians or Vitaflex reflexology points. There's quite a bit in here. And again, the meridians are available. It will tell you which is the weakest here. In this case, are governing. And then you can actually play with this and look and do specific things to either do a single reflexology point or put the entire reflexology points into a tray. And then simply by hitting play, you're actually going to start going through those acupuncture points. And again, hooked up with either wrist bracelets or PEMF bracelet, which will convert it right into a pulsing rate on you as well, if you want the additional one. Or there is a way to do it with all three. And that is something that we have, which you can get. It's called a Bellix or a Belkin. It's a multi-splitter. And so as you can see, my acupuncture is going on me right now. And we're having lots of fun. And it's actually doing what it needs to do. So it's going through here. So you can see how it's pulsing in, and it can go right through that acupuncture meridian as well. Is that not like extremely exciting and cool, you guys? So anyway, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. So again, if you would like to hear the music, because once I move it here, you won't hear anything. However, what you can do is always back it up with your headphones. So you can always plug your headphones into the device, and then that way you will be hearing the sounds that you need. So again, there's some cool options. So there is our Rife device, there is our Genius, and there is our Odyssey. But for today, let's see what we have available. And as I said, you can definitely go into that Genius Insight and have some fun. If you want to add libraries, all of us add to the software. Ryan gives us the cake and we get to put the icing on it. So for that, that's what's really cool. So I just wanted to let you know, because a lot of people go, oh, well, there's things that I want. So I can actually go into here and add anything I want. One of the new ones, just to share with you what I'm doing, is putting in a form of actually natural, what you call tobacco. And tobacco I can add in here, which is absolutely amazing. And if you haven't seen that, you might want to, because it's pretty cool. And I'm going to share something, a little secret I've been doing with people. And they don't know about this. They've been, again, listening to the mainstream systems. And those mainstream systems are basically from an allopathic methodology. Even if they're integrative therapists, what we're finding here is that they are limited again, and they don't have the background of doing homeopathy. They don't have the background of doing essential oils, aromatherapy, or going into just straight herbology, teas, enemas, that type of thing. But what you can see here is I've actually put in a whole bunch of different types of tobaccos or kanikates in here that are used, and were used actually by the First Nations always. And that's one of the remedies for actually anti-venom. So I just want to show you, this is just something, whether I'm doing with past lives, this lives, different issues to do with what you would call, stress in any way, shape, or form. That would be something that we could take a look at. So in here, just to give you a hint, this is something I've been doing lately. You'll see what's going on in here. Is it for every venom that you see, which is more than just a couple snakes in some of these shots, shedding their skin is like shedding everything all over. I want you to look at the amount that we have for antivenoms. And this is just a hint of what we can do to give to you energetically to increase your immune system. So whether it's turmeric or vitamin C, or you are looking at some different methodologies, lots of essential oils in here. Got some beautiful things from Dr. Robert Young, Dr. Robert Morris, Raucous Rockants, David Wolf, activated charcoal. Many of these different things and all these essential oils here you can see will actually help as well. So there's many things. And again, what is the replacement for ivermectin? You're looking at it right there. So there are many different ways we can do these things and offer you some other different modalities, different thoughts, even how to deliver them. So these could be, like I said, herbs, oils, essential oils, and different things, tinctures, all sorts of things, balms, wherever you have. So I just wanted to leave that with you and show you some of the fun stuff that we have. We want to get everything cleaned up. We want to get your bubble cleaned up around you. We want to get you feeling wonderful and excited and have some of the fun that we're having. And then that way you can go through a bioscan. So if you have any questions, call me. And I gave you my links below, or again, you can call me at Insight Health Apps and let us know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and how we can best help you. There are many people now with different things in humanitarian projects. They would like to actually put these in their new health centers for themselves and their clients if they can. And to me, this is a whole form of regeneration that you can simply do on your bed. You could do it in the kitchen or with me on a chair and take a look at this. So I want to thank you for exploring this opportunity with us. Have a beautiful and a wonderful and exciting day. Thank